Okay, so we've just kicked off a beginner's class and Seth is there setting the guys up with their movement prep. We're going to give you a little look at behind the scenes of what's going on at some of our classes.
When we get around to here, we don't want palm down, elbows up, we want elbows down, so we're forcing what is basically this movement here, okay? So locking in that core nice and tight, squeezing the glutes at the bottom. Make the change at the shoulder, T, W, Y, T, W. Okay? If you can't feel yourself, your glutes squeezing, they're probably not squeezing anything. So maybe slow it down and just try and get that bit right first. Now, face on for way first. Into your normal push-up, as you come up to the top and rotating around. Okay, so my feet flat, this will be my bottom arm. I'll probably be about that position there, okay? So sometimes we'll teach you to an isometric T push-up hold. But just to get us mobilised, I'm just going to go through some really slow, controlled reps, side to side. Just trying to figure out what's happening in the shoulder joint. Don't just slump there and just like, oh, I did a rep, that down, I did another rep, that down. Right, take your time to think about what's happening at that shoulder joint, okay? Try and feel what's happening there. Squeeze the glutes as well, keep those hips nice and high. If you're struggling with the push-ups, just go into the T push-up hold and just practice holding it there, okay?
Try. I'm sitting in my T push-up here, but that shoulder is right up by my hip. Yeah? I'm not active, I'm resting in this position. I can still be active and push my hips up, but automatically I always start pushing out. But the key needs to be, where am I getting that drive from? It's coming from where I'm setting the shoulder blade. The idea being, push down hard, get yourself away from the floor, create some separation between your shoulder and your ear. When you're going into your Cuban flag, if you're slumped and used to be resting here, you've got no anchor on which you're going to drive from. So you're not necessarily going to try and let everyone do a Cuban flag today, but if you're wanting to be able to get into that, you need to get out of that position and drive yourself away. And even in some of the small progressions now, it's always thinking about that. Like pushing, being active rather than resting, trying to create tension across the joints, particularly around the shoulder. Where you're pulling, pushing, from the side around.
Okay, so having a go guys, so just bear that in mind. Just work through, you can actually slump in and out of that position.
It's nice to come in and out of the difference. Yeah.
Those of you who are practicing moving out of that position, maybe have a go at isolating the difference between your hips and your shoulders, something down. So if you're in here, it doesn't mean necessarily just that the hips have to drop down and go like this. Try and take them apart. See there, I'm still engaged, but I'm not here. Now I'm engaged there. So maybe you can practice breaking away from these down, okay? Something there, and then the other way. So we take one hand forwards, the opposite knee comes forwards, we're walking forwards, and backwards, and we're looking at what's happening when we make that movement. Are we sagging from side to side, or are we staying nice and still?
You need to get this bit really flat, you need to get a little bit shape to it.
Back core position, and rotate it around. We're starting to use some of this space and go around. Quick run through if I'm standing in this position here. Jump the elbow into this crease in the knees. Gripping the ground with your fingers. And we're slowly rocking forwards and loading the shoulders. So we're not just sitting there and just hoping that somehow we'll balance. We're loading the shoulders. So we find that biting point and we're taking one foot off, and we're comfortable taking the other foot off and just trying to balance. And there we go, we're actively pushing against the ground.
So what we're going to do is try and think about like stacking things up. So he's going to have his wrist directly below the elbow, the knee on top, and then the hip on top of that. If you get comfortable, can we move around a little bit? Can we take one leg off? Can we take both legs off?
So we've gone through the movement preparation work, done some little bit of mobility drills, we've got warmed up, we've got the tissue temperature up, and one thing we like to sort of start the session with, or finish the warm-up with, is the hand balancing. It's one, it's fun, it's two, it gets the shoulders going, and it gets everyone started on some of their hand balancing journey, whether that's a full handstand or now is actually going to go into look at some elbow lever positions, which is more of a horizontal balance rather than a vertical, which is great for beginners, and it's much easier to get that balance. Check it out.
In terms of putting the head down, just like if you're feeling scared of going head down, like trust me, it doesn't matter. You can come out of it and back into it.
Here, building up strength, the thing that gets you moving forward, so think about that pivot of a seesaw, the thing that gets you moving your upper body and trunk forward is being able to straighten that arm and take more load through the shoulder. So you have to be stronger to move further. So what counterbalances me forward is me being able to push my body forward there. So my elbow is straight, extending out, pushing myself forward.
So an angle flag is we're using these different angles to help us make something a little bit closer to what a human flag is. So a human flag would be like a bar directly below, and we're pushing out that direction. In the back, my core stay nice and engaged, so I'm not here.
And I'm balancing on one foot, small little movements. Anyone ever injured their foot back, injured their ankle badly, like running or whatever? And you do realize, like with the physio, it might make you balance easier. When you're first coming back, you're like this, boom.
Active, hands here, pushing away, and squeezing the legs on the top side. See the difference there? Alright, so you're practicing that balance of being able to practice that bottom arm. Going to make it harder. Take the arm further out, same thing. Okay? I'll do max hold, max repetitions, change over arms and do it back into it.
We talked about the front stand, stacking things up. We had the elbow on top of the wrist, the knee on top, and the hip on top. When we're in a straight line, it's not everything on top. So, I'm upside down. Hands on the floor, elbow on top, shoulder on top, hip on top, knees, legs, everything on top. Yeah? If I have got tight shoulders, as I go up, rather than, if I can't get my hands completely over my head here and arms straight, I will end up getting to here and then going, boom, arch my back to find that shape. Yeah? So that then looks like this on the wall. Now you've already got.
Yeah. I can be in. Okay, nice, that's good.
Just see first whether you can take one hand up.
Right.
So rib cage down. Yeah, there.
I've got this angle like my hand's here. So I'm way down there. But as I get closer to here, we start to go closer up. That makes sense? I'm getting to a point where I'm nearly doing this. What then becomes difficult when you're like, if I grab it here, is that I've got nothing to push against.
That's going to be the same with like back movement, human flag, any of that stuff. It's all like isometric strength training, like straight arm stuff.
So we've been working on some of our hand balancing, we've actually gone into some handstands. The guys are doing an amazing job for a beginner's class. I don't know what beginners, but we're also looking at some of the pulling mechanics that can eventually go onto our human flag and working on angle flags is a great way to build up, and some of the guys are doing a great job.
Yeah guys, well done. Thank you. Saw some really impressive stuff. I hope that for those of you who feel like you're in different spaces, you understand how to scale it to where you're at. And there's a few people who are doing active hangs and just talking about, if you try to get a single arm active hang and you just can't do it, like, okay, go active hang and take one finger off, two fingers off, shift slightly to the side, try and hold it, and just get that time and attention of just feeling that load in on the one side. Things with handstands as well. Don't try and conquer someone else's mountain, just conquer yours.
Quick wrap up, Ben Young, without the S, England, scrum half. Good class? Enjoy it?
Yeah, well worth it.
What did you learn?
anchor flag, single arm active hang.
And were you good at them?
I was actually, yeah, not bad. Elbow lever awful, but
you don't want to learn that, so it doesn't matter.
I will eventually.
Oh, you do want to learn it?
Eventually, but it's all about the School of Calisthenics, redefine your impossible.
Nice. Perfect.
Class dismissed.
Yeah, exactly, he's got it all!